It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Our conversation with our friends from Citizens Ambulance Service brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And Sandy Gillette in with us this morning, and Dave Shaffer as well from Citizens Ambulance Service. I guess congratulations, the order of the day for Citizens, huh?
Thank you, Todd. Yes.
Thank
certainly.
you, Todd. Yep, we were very pleased. Yesterday we were at IRMC Park, and it was one of those feel-good days when people were approaching us with envelopes. Yeah. And that's always a good sign. So first we had Urban come in with their $10,000 donation,
wow,
which was awesome. And then we had the Roadrunner Club. They came in, and between personal donations and donation from the club, they brought in $2,000.
Wow, that's tremendous.
That put us right about where we needed to go. And then I'm going to plug your Marcus and Mack.
Yeah?
Bob Marcus came up and he said, I'll give you the final 15 to make 100.
How about that?
So that was just a wonderful day to be me. I loved it. I loved it.
It was great being Sandy yesterday.
It was. I mean, instead of groveling, people were actually coming with their hands out.
Oh,
and I was glad. Not that they don't anyway, but to achieve a goal like that was pretty special. We've all worked pretty hard, but to see the fruits of our labor pay off. But the thing that we want to share with you this morning, most importantly, is we have another challenge coming up, another match.
Oh.
And I was hoping I'd hear from him today. I didn't, but it will probably be a $75,000 match.
Really?
Because people were reaching out yesterday saying, "Hey, I want to double my money. I want to double my money." And then we didn't want people to feel like, "Oh, geez, I got in there the last day and there was 2 days left or whatever." So someone approached us and they are willing to do another match. So we don't know the name yet. We don't know what we're going to come up with, but trust me, we still need 1.3 million.
Yeah.
So they say the first 100,000 is easy. I don't know, Dave. Did you think it was easy?
How easy was that, Dave?
No, I do not concur.
So
well, that's so
we're going to
good.
keep working at it. But those folks came out. We had Coral Grayston Sportsman's Club, $2,000. I mean, the fraternal groups with the people, they're getting it and coming forward. And we had West Mahoning Township step up, Blacklick Township, and Senator White, my former boss. He talked about Citizens Ambulance 10 years ago. He had already made a nice donation. He said, I'll give you another 1,000. So that's what we have. We have big hearts and big pockets for those that can do it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Dave, I know that over the course of this last month, as we've gotten those updates,
Yes.
It's been really heartening to see how people responded, and they continue to respond. We've got a bit more of a challenge now with this opportunity for another $75,000 grant, and we'll get the details for that as they become available to us. But it really does speak to the fact that people recognize the value that Citizens Ambulance is for their personal lives, but for the overall health of the community.
Yeah, certainly, Todd. And just to fall back on that, a little bit of the diversification of the 100,000 we got in, of that in just true individual or family memberships was $15,000. And from local municipalities, a little over $24,000 from, I think we have 3 or 4 of those that Sandy had mentioned in the past. And then our big donors, the ones she had mentioned, we have 5,000 here, 10,000 here, 25,000 here, so on and so forth, brought us to that $100,000. And we're above that. I haven't checked today's mail. We still have a few days left here in April, so we're always hopeful in regards to that. But just brainstorming with that other fellow or family that had stepped up to mention another idea for us. In the next week, we'll be bouncing ideas around between not just people at Citizens or everybody in the community to have other ideas Even had a gentleman call out to me the other day saying, "Hey, I have a dunk tank. I'll be willing to split the profits for a day and to help you guys out," and so on and so forth. So it's little chilly this time of year to do that kind of event, but something certainly someone read that article in the paper from last week, and it clicked. It's something. Hey, I'd like to help. I don't have a lot of things I can help with, but what I do, I'll certainly offer. And those are the things we ask for. Off the cuff ideas of, hey, how can we help you? You had a fundraiser or you had a challenge within your office. Indiana Borough Police Department had a challenge within their office, and Chief Shaw dropped off $100 the other day, just from the fellows in the office saying, hey, here's what's going on. Put out the hat and stopped over with that for us. So that was, just little things like that. Another little one, In First, who was a big sponsor, a big donator as well, had their Jeans Friday fund for the month of March. They dropped that off. It was another $435. So, just little things you may not think of add up. And they add up for the greater good. And moving forward, they'll be doubled as well with this new challenge coming. Crossing our fingers and getting that put into place. And we'll do that through, we'll do a start date of May 1st and probably run it through the end of May, just like we did this previous one.
Yeah,
So.
well, that really does mean that people in Indiana County and beyond, because I'm sure there are people from beyond Indiana County who give as well, that know what Citizens Ambulance is all about, know the challenges that any ambulance service faces, and knows the quality of individuals. So, Sandy, when you were here, I think it was last week, with some folks who
Renee
actually
and Taylor.
they work for Citizens Ambulance, and they are the kinds of folks that you really celebrate because they're making a difference.
They are, and I think what I take from this is I think people realize what Citizens has going. They have excellent service, they have an excellent record, and people don't want to lose that. We're fortunate to have in a smaller community as Indiana is what we do have. Sometimes we stand back and we say, well, we don't have this, we don't have that. What we do have is top notch. And I see that now that I've been with the board for a while. I see that now as I get to learn the paramedics, get to know them, and the EMTs. They are family. They love what they do, and they treat everyone to the best of their ability. So I'm really proud of them because they're out there doing the things. We're generating the numbers and pushing the paper, but that's necessary too.
Yeah. All right. So whether it's with a new challenge or it's just somebody who wants to be a part of this whole great movement for Citizens Ambulance Service, what do folks need to do if they want to give?
Yeah, the website is still www.citizensambulance.org. You can call the office phone number at 724-349-5511, and that'll get you a hold of one of the girls in the office on the phone. And we can send you out information or the address and whatever else is needed, a membership application. That application is online as well, like I said, and you can also donate online as well.
One of the things that people might not understand is when you are a member of Citizens Ambulance Service and you have that medical emergency and the ambulance is called for, it's a darn good thing you are a member of the service, isn't it?
And number one, the membership provides that we'll actually be there to answer the call, first and foremost. And on the back side of it, after we would bill your insurance, after a transport to the hospital, after the 911 call, whatever copay or deductible would be reduced in half. Now, there's a myriad of commercial insurances out there, and everyone is different, and it's a unique business to be in. When you talk to someone and say you do ambulance billing, they turn around and run because they know it is very complex. So every situation is unique, but it definitely saves your money in the end when you are transported. And also, like I said, it provides that we will actually be there. That support, it garners about $400,000 a year for our budget with our members. Now, that membership has declined over the years. We're at about 5,700 members throughout the county. Unfortunately, that's about 15% participation throughout the entire county. So we try to bolster that, letting the municipalities know that they are responsible for this, and we need to be looking at different answers for 2024 to keep the same high level of quality, like Sandy had mentioned, of service, in place in the system that we currently have. It would be great.
All right, so we'll learn more as the information becomes available for the new challenge. Meanwhile, we are basking in the glow of this
We are.
recently completed challenge. Over $100,000 raised, which gets doubled to $200,000 thanks to the generosity of 2 anonymous donors.
Right.
Correct.
Dave
Kudos.
Shaffer, Sandy Gillette, thanks so much for
Thank
coming.
you, Todd. We'll be back.
All righty. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, 24 and a half after 9 o'clock. And good morning to you. Thanks so much for being with us. So a traffic situation on Route, I believe, 119 south of Indiana. No, it's 22. I'm sorry. It's on 22 south of Indiana. And so we'll hear about that with Jake in the news coming up, and the situation out on 286 near the airport center as well, with power lines down from a vehicle incident earlier this morning. So that is in the process of being resolved. Those are a couple of the items on our news desk today. Pirates baseball this afternoon at 9:10, or rather 12:10. And if you did not hear a couple of moments ago, the announcement that Dick Grote has passed away at the age of 92. It's 9:25 in the morning. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.